Hi. In the last class, you have done natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers, right? Now we will proceed with using the number line to understand integers better. What I have drawn in front of you here is a number line. I have simply indicated all the positive numbers, that is to the right of 0, in blue, and the numbers to the left of 0 in red. Those are the negative numbers. But when you do your number line, you no need to differentiate the colors. It is simply for your better understanding that I have done it. Every positive number is greater than every negative number. Example, 2 is greater than -9, 4 is greater than -4, 7 is greater than -3, and so on. 0 is smaller than any of the positive numbers, and 0 is greater than any of the negative numbers. Now let's start off with exercise 7a, where we will be using the number line to compare the integers. Let's take question 2 first. Question 1 is all of fill in the blanks, which you will attempt yourself. Question 2 says state which integer is greater. So the sub question in that is -15 and -23. What you need to do is compare the two integers to decide which one is greater. Draw your number line and highlight the given numbers on the number line. -15 is here and -23 is here. The number to the right will be greater than the number to the left. So in this case, which is greater? Obviously, -15 is greater. So your answer will be -15 is greater than -23. Let's take one more sum. That is a fourth sum comparing 0 and -3. Draw your number line and indicate both the given numbers on the number line. Observe which one is to the right and which one is to the left. To the right is 0 and -3 is to the left. So obviously 0 is greater than -3. Let's take the third sum, wherein you have to indicate which integer is smaller. So let's take the first question comparing 0 and -6. Use the number line, indicate both the given numbers on the number line, that is 0 and -6 on the number line, and you have your answer as which is lesser? The number to the left. So -6 is lesser than 0. This next sum is 2 and -3, comparing 2 and -3. Now for this, draw your number line and indicate 2 on the number line, indicate -3 on the number line. Which is the number that is to the left? -3. So the number to the left is obviously smaller than the number to the right on the number line. So you will write your answer as -3 less than 2. Let's go to question 4, where it says replace the asterisk with a less than or a greater than to make the statement true. Taking the third sum, -9 asterisk -3. Imagine the number line on your head, in your head. So from 0, when you write the number line to the left side, you would write a -3 first, and farther down left you would write the -9. This, which means -9 is lesser than -3. To begin with, if you are not able to imagine the number line in your head, you can always draw the number line and check for yourself. Okay, let's take another sum. -8 asterisk -18. Now when on your number line you mark out the 0, go to the left. First you will reach -8 and then you will reach -18, which means -18 is farther down to your left, which means, yeah, -8 is to the right of -18. So -8 is greater than -18. Let's go to question 5, where they are asking us to arrange the numbers, the given integers, in ascending order but using the number line. So when you draw your number line, and ascending order means what? Smallest to the biggest number. So draw your number line and indicate all the given numbers on the number line. Then simply read the indicated numbers from left to right in that order. So in our case, it will be -7, -6, -3, 0, 2, 3, and 4. So your answer will look like this. I'm sure this one is simple, and so is the next one. Arrange the integers in descending order using number line. You have been given -5, -3, 8, 15, 0, and -2. Now indicate your numbers on the number line. You remember what descending means, right? Descending means to go down. That means from big to small, or the largest number to the smallest number. On the number line, it simply means going from the right to the left. So after you have indicated or highlighted your given numbers on the number line, you have to read these numbers from the right to the left, which means it will be written as 15, 8, 0, -2, -3, and -5. Yes. Now we know how to compare numbers and arrange numbers both in ascending and descending form using the number line. Now that we know how to compare and arrange integers using the number line, let us have a look at how to add and subtract integers using the number line. So to begin with, let's take on question 1 in exercise 7b. 0 plus of plus 6, which simply means add 0 and plus 6. First of all, draw your number line, mark out the 0, and for adding plus 6, you should move 6 units to the right from 0. That is from 0 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 units to the right, because the right side of 0 is for positive numbers. And where do you land up? You land up at 6, which is plus 6. So your answer to 0 plus of plus 6 is plus 6. Yes. Let's take another example. -4 plus of plus 5. That is adding -4 and plus 5. Indicate your number line like this, and then from 0 go to the first number. The first number in your sum is -4. So from 0 travel to the first number. So you are going left from 0 to reach -4. Then from -4 you have to move 5 units to the right, because you're adding a plus 5. So you have to go to the right direction. You're adding. So you go from -4, you go to 5 steps in the positive direction. So you go from -4, 1 step, 2 step, 3, 4, and 5th step, and reaches you or lands you at, yes, at 1, at plus 1. So therefore, -4 plus 5 is equal to plus 1. Let's take another example for adding on the number line. 3 plus of -7. So first of all, from 0, you go to the first number. In this case, it is 3. 3 means plus 3. So from 0, you go to 3. And because you are going to add -7, you go in the direction of the sign of this number. So 7 steps in the left side direction, which means 3 From 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 reaches you at minus 4. So your answer for 3 plus of minus 7 is minus 4. Yet another example for addition on the number line. Let's take minus 3 plus of minus 4, which means adding minus 3 and minus 4. Let's draw a number line. Then from 0, go to the first given number in the question. First given number in the question is minus 3. From 0, we have to go to minus 3. From minus 3, you must travel in the direction indicated by the sign of the second number. What is that? Minus 4. So how many steps would you travel? Yes, you would travel 4 steps in the direction indicated by the number itself. So from minus 3, I go 1, 2, 3 and 4. It lands me at minus 7. So the answer for minus 3 plus of minus 4 is minus 7. Yeah. Now that you have understood addition, hopefully, if you've still not understood addition on the number line, I suggest you go play back this video and get it very clear as to how to add on the number line and then proceed and come to subtraction on the number line. Now question 5.1 is going to deal with subtraction on the number line. Plus 10 minus of plus 2 is what this would be read as. Create your number line, and for subtraction you must indicate the given numbers on the number line first. You must highlight those numbers. Plus 10 is the first number and plus 2 is the second number. Indicate the two. Let's mark the positions of the first number and the second number. Then next step is count the number of steps needed to reach position 1 from position 2. So you have to count the number of steps you need to travel from 2 to 10, which means how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 steps you have to travel. And in which direction? Yes, we had to travel in the positive direction, in the right hand direction. So your answer is plus 8. The answer to plus 10 of minus plus 2 is plus 8. Let's take one more example. Plus 8 minus of minus 5 to be read as this. Draw your number line. Indicate both the given numbers on your number line. Then travel from the second number. Which is the second number as per your sum? Yes, minus 5. And that is minus 5 is here. You need to travel to the first number on the number line. As per the question, the first number is 8. So traveling from 5 to 8, which direction are you going? In the positive direction, that is the right hand side direction, which means your answer is going to be in the positive. And how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So you have traveled 13 steps to the right side, which means your answer for plus 8 minus of minus 5 is plus 13. Let me just take up another sum, so I think you will be able to understand it better. Let's take up minus 6 minus of plus 2. Create your number line. Highlight the given numbers as per the question. First number given is minus 6 and second number is plus 2. Now you have to count the number of steps to go from the second number to the first. Second number as per the question is plus 2. So in which direction would you be traveling if you were traveling from 2 to minus 6? Yes, you would go to the left side. Left side means you're going in the negative direction. So your answer is going to be in the negative. Let's now count the number of steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 steps to your left, which means your answer is -8. So -6 minus of +2 will give you -8. One last example. Okay, -8 minus of -4 to be indicated on the number line like this. And as per our question, -8 is the first number and -4 is the second number. So as per our steps, we must travel from the second number to the first, which means in this case, we would be traveling from -4 to -8, which is in the negative direction. That means you're traveling towards the left side. So negative direction, travel from -4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have gone 4 steps in the negative direction. So you get -4 as your answer. So your answer to the sum is -8 minus of -4 will give you -4. Yeah. Now there is another way also of looking at the number line. Just let's look at this. Find the integer which is 5 more than -9. Actually, which number are we talking about here? We are talking about -9, which is our referral number. We are referring to that -9 when we want to find another integer, correct? So 9, we call 9 as our -9 as our referral number. And the referral number is what you will indicate, highlight on the number line. And when it says 5 more, that means to get 5 more, that is, more is to add. So to get 5 more, you have to go 5 steps in the right hand side direction. So from -9, you'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you will reach -4. So your answer for 5 more than -9 is -4. The next sum, let's go on to find the integer which is 7 less than -8. What is the referral number in this case? -8. So on the number line, we must highlight -8 first and then decide 7 less than. That means less than means you have to subtract, which means you have to go in the left hand side direction. So when you go from -8 in the left hand side direction, how many steps must you go? 7. So you go 7 steps to the left hand side of -8 and you reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where did you reach? -15. So your answer to 7 less than -8 is -15. Now let's summarize the session. What did we do in the session today? First, we started with comparison of integers using the number line. So now you are able to find the greater and the smaller integer using a number line. Secondly, we have learned how to order integers using the number line, which means you are now able to arrange the integers in ascending or descending order using the number line. Then we have done addition of integers using the number line. You're now able to add integers using the number line. Finally, you are now also able to subtract integers using the number line. Now I have shown you a few sums from the exercise and I expect you to do all of it for practice. But just in case you are not able to do all of them, I have marked out a few sums which are compulsorily to be done. If you've already got your notebooks, you can always do in them. Otherwise, you can do in any other notebook for practice. Just make sure that you do these sums. So when you get back to school and when we meet there, you must be thorough with these topics. Yeah. Now till the next time, be safe and practice well. Yeah. Bye-bye.